Encyclopaedia. Put your hands together for Marian Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Oh. Hi.
Hi.
This is great. I don't usually get up at the podium when I do this. In fact, I've only ever had anything like a podium once when I started.
Yeah.
And it went this fancy. Now, to catch you guys up on my situation, as a kid, I didn't really go outside with other kids and do playing around things. I stayed inside reading dictionaries and magazines and anything with printing on it that was around the house. I just would absorb all of that and newspaper clippings, and growing up, I would just eat up books of lists like People's Almanac, which, by the way, if you want to get across the idea that the person on stage is super smart, just kind of have the lights come up on them. It's kind of they're reading a big, heavy book. So, as a result, to this day, something I continue doing, just reading books of lists, facts, encyclopedias, National Geographic. I have at least partial world knowledge, and if asked about any subject, I can describe it. Some of it might even be true. So, who'd like to have some learning? Drink. And your subject? What would you like to know about?
Pantyhose.
Yeah, pantyhose were not originally invented to use as parachutes in World War II. They were invented to so that soldiers would have something to impress the native women with.
The integrated circuit.
No, we don't have that anymore. These days it's inside of a museum. It's somewhere in Spain.
Chocolate.
Yeah, my people invented it somewhere in Mexico. This sort of strange bean that you grind up and you mix with chili powder, and that it was used just for royalty to get, to drink, enjoy, use in religious services. Eventually, my other people, the Spanish, showed up and said, no, this is for us now. You guys hang out and get murdered.
The Maginot Line. The Maginot Line.
The Maginot Line was a fortification constructed at the south end of France, on this projected map of France. The Maginot Line came up around here so that during World War II, when the Germans were invading, coming in through the south, this fortified line, which consisted of turrets that raised up out from the ground, this long thing that was an underground city that had little trains and movie theaters inside of it to transport people and detain soldiers. However, the Germans went around it. They never actually saw use by the French because the Germans didn't think to go that way. They went this way. And the only time I ever saw any action was when the Germans used it as a sort of hidey hole when they were being chased out of France.
Mycelium.
Mycelium is some kind of element. Its elemental weight is unknown to this day.
Binary.
Binary?
Yeah.
That is that thing that Luke Skywalker was looking at the sunset. He had two of them.
Roller skates.
Are a terrible way to be steady on your feet.
My real father.
No, he's not here today. I'm sorry, he never cut the cigarettes.
Louisiana Purchase.
Pardon?
The Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, that was that thing where we bought Louisiana off of, let's say, the Indians.
Monroe Doctrine.
The Monroe Doctrine, that's when we bought Louisiana off of James Monroe. Not an Indian.
William William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare was this writer of plays that they had in this country called England. He wrote a lot of plays for money, and because it's in this weird sort of version of rhymey British, people love it. He invented a lot of things, like having a scene transitions where a bear chases someone off stage. And to this day, yeah.
Marshmallows.
Marshmallows are sort of confection made out of a swampy plant. That part's probably true.
The Swiss Guard.
The Swiss Guard are they dress like circus clowns. They're Swiss, probably. They have funny hats like conquistadors. They have pantaloons, and they are probably because of this really incredibly tough. And their job is to guard the Pope at the Vatican.
Twerking.
TWERK is a radio station, that was based out of Mississippi. It was closed down pretty quickly because, well, they really didn't have anyone to play to except his mom.
Michigas.
Yeah, that's some sort of a Yiddishism or other that means a soup that keeps you from being sick.
Rainbows.
That is a type of unicorn. You often see them on the sides of backpacks. Yeah.
Mandolins.
A mandolin is a thing that used to slice vegetables really super fine, so that the fingers don't get chopped up. It's also great for playing music with. It's worth it. Puns. Thanks, Ed.
The Birth of Cinema.
The Birth of Cinema was a film by C.W. Griffith. It's something about, Klansmen riding around. I don't know, maybe following a dollar bill for like 18 hours. Early cinema was weird. Some cowboy would just shoot at you, a train would show up, and people would flip the fuck. Am I allowed to cuss? People would flip right the fuck out. Eventually, the French came along and gave us special effects. There was a movie about this some years ago.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia is a sound, it is a word that describes the sound something makes. For example, like splash is an example of an onomatopoeia. Another one, of course, is we were given plenty of them by mad cartoonist Don Martin, who created a lot of great things for people walking around, like a splugadigish, the boink. The sound of a pie being thrown against a wall, a spladoink. And onomatopoeia itself, which was the sound of a train falling down the stairs onto a pie. And let's see, who's got another?
Satsumas.
Satsumas are a type of orange not native to California that people can't stop talking about. And I think that is about, pretty close to time, right? Unless anyone's got the last one.
Astigmatism.
That's that thing where I can't see things up close because my eyes are shit.